Welcome to the Intellectual Hustle, where intellect meets grind. This is the space where bold ideas collide with relentless ambition, where strategy fuels success and knowledge is the ultimate power. So whether you're here to learn, grow, or hustle smarter, you're in the right place. Let's get to work.
Welcome to the Intellectual Hustle, where the grind meets intellect. I'm your host, Tony Rich, and today starts the first of our Blue Collar series. I'm talking to the people that people don't see. I'm talking to the people who keep America running, the blue collar workers of the world, basically the United States. And today I have AJJ with me today. How you doing, AJJ?
I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. I woke up, I'm healthy, I'm alive, so I cannot complain, my brother. How are you?
There you go, dude. Hey, man, you know me. I don't complain about nothing. Nobody cares anyway. And if I did complain, I'm going to do something about it. So it is what it is. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time out to come on.
Oh, anytime,
Yeah,
bro.
I really believe that people really overlook the blue collar guy. We're the guys to, keep America going, man.
I'm sorry. Do you hear that in the back? Do you hear that?
The ambulance?
No, it's my grandson crying. Do you hear a baby crying?
It sound like a siren. Now I do.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. This is
go.
terrible timing. Terrible timing, bro. Terrible timing.
We're good. Okay. He's going to check on his grandson. We're doing a blue collar series. We're doing a blue collar series where we look at the people, man, that keep America going, man.
The worst timing ever, bro. I can't believe that. Man.
Going. Hey, man, it's all about being a granddad, man.
Yeah, I asked I'm not gonna call her grandmother, but I asked his to deal with him. I apologize for that. I'm back.
Oh, he's good, man. Hey, man, that shows you're a good grandfather, bro. You all right?
Thank you. Okay, I'm back.
But as you were tending to being a grandfather, I was just expressing that we, the people don't really see the blue collar guys, man. We bring in freight, ship out freight. We stack and load trucks, and we do what we need to do to get the products that come into the U.S. out, whether it's books, all parts for cars, whatever. If we didn't have the blue collar workers, none of the stuff would get there. So I got a couple of questions about blue collar work, because it seems like, well, in my mind, do they treat you like a person, or do they treat you like a body?
Oh, it's definitely a body. Definitely a body. We're supposed to be machines. We're not human beings in their eyes. It just throw the work at you. You got to get it done. That's all they care about. They don't care about families. They don't care about what you got going on outside the job. It's only ever about the job. In my opinion, from my experience and what I've seen over the years, it's just you're a body, bro. You're a machine. Like you could easily be replaced, and they tell you that. They tell you, oh, you're easily replaceable. No matter how valuable you are to a company, you're always replaceable. They can always find somebody who can do your job.
Wow. Wow. So will you consider that unfair treatment by quote unquote management?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely unfair. It's definitely unfair because mentally it's not good for you because you're in a state where you have to do what the manager says, obviously, because you work there. So it's like you have to bite your tongue with a lot of different things that the manager is talking about, even if it's BS, and we all know it's BS. A lot of stuff they say, you got to deal with it because people like me, I'm gonna use myself. I have 5 kids, 5 children. I have a grandson. You know what I'm saying? 3 of my children play competitive sports. So I got to keep this money going in. So I have to bite my tongue, no matter how I'm getting treated at the job. They say they like me, but you got me working crazy without helping me, giving me the adequate amount of help. So it's unfair.
Mm, mm, mm. Do you think they use that against you? I know we have a set of questions, but you just brought up something. Said you had 5 kids, got to keep that money going. Do you think they use that as a tool to quote unquote manipulate or keep you there, or giving you or not giving you? They said, okay, well, he needs the job, 5 kids. He'll do what we say. He'll be here.
Most definitely. I think that's the number one thing the jobs use on me is having the 5 children. They're like, oh, he needs this. He's desperate. Like he's not just gonna leave and try to go somewhere else because he could in a sense, but we know he's not because he has to stay grounded here in order to do what he needs to do with his children and his family. And we don't care about his family though, but we know he's gonna stay here because he has the children.
Right. Quick question. When you bring up concerns to management, how do they take it? Do they quote unquote do they listen? First of all, do they listen and take what you have to say in consideration?
Well, I'm gonna say no. Case in point, the job I'm at right now, Donata Cargo. Okay, I'm putting the name out there, Donata Cargo. I have a manager. I told my manager several times, "Hey, we need more people. We need more workers. We need more help." Told him that. I think he's been here almost a year now, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe close to a year. So I told him several times, "Hey, we're burning out. We need people." His response is, "Oh, hang in there. We're gonna get more people." This is each day, each week, each month. Hang in there. We're gonna get more people. Then finally, maybe a month ago, we had a meeting. It was he, I, and another supervisor. I asked again. I was like, "Okay, are we getting more people?" His response was, "Oh, we don't have the budget to get more people. We don't have the budget." Really? We don't have the budget? Why didn't you just say that when I asked you months ago instead of telling me to hang in there and we're going to get more people? Well, we don't have the budget. Something's a little fishy about that.
Right.
In my
opinion. Because you know better.
Correct.
Do you ever feel pressure to work, let's say, work overtime, work through your lunch, under unsafe conditions?
So let me tell you this, Tony Rich, I'm going to tell you this. For I'm gonna say about a year or close to a year, I didn't even take a lunch. I didn't even take a break. You know, we get 1 hour for lunch and then we get 2 15-minute breaks, right?
Right.
For almost a year, I didn't take any of that. Now, was it pressure that I felt from managers and all that? No, it was pressure that I felt for myself because I knew if I do take my lunch, this stuff is not going to get done on time. So I'm just going to work through my lunches, through my breaks in order to get this stuff done. Because it was more so pressure on myself. I'm not going to say that the managers like pressure me not to take my lunch, but it was more so pressure that I put on myself, which is not good though. Either way it goes, it's not good because I should have the adequate help in order to be able to comfortably take my lunch.
Correct.
Without having to say, "Oh man, if I don't work through my lunches, like this stuff is not going to get done on time." You get what I'm saying? So that was something that
Correct.
I had to deal with.
Correct.
But I take my lunch now for sure.
Correct. Okay. Quick question. Do you think the pay and the benefits are fair for the physical demands of the job?
No way. No way. No way. Starting
Expand
pay.
on that one.
So check this out. Starting pay for the cargo industry is basically $17 an hour. Okay.
Wow.
Now with Donata, the particular place I'm at, it's 19 an hour. So I'm a supervisor. I get $24 an hour. Okay. I get 24. All right. Now I've been getting 24, maybe let's see, 2 to 3 years now. Because at first I was 22. Now I'm at 24. Now, let me tell you this. You think 24 sounds like a lot of money. It's not. Cost of living is up.
Yeah.
Cost of living is up. Mortgage goes up. Groceries go up. Everything goes up. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that's one part. Now, the actual physical demands of the job. So we work with cargo. Cargo is not an easy, it's not an easy type of job. You have to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, it could be overwhelming. Okay, so with JAL cargo, there's a lot of hand stack, meaning there's boxes that are on ULDs that we have to unload from the ULD to a pallet or skid, however you want to call it. So at any given time, there's over 100 boxes, different variations of weight for the box. You have to be strong. You can't be weak. And think about 2 workers or 3 workers trying to do this every day. No. So long story short, no, pay does not match the physical demand.
When you say cargo, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was done. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said, let me say this. When you say cargo, we're talking about air freight cargo, people. We're talking about
correct
freight that's on cargo planes. Like I'm saying, the blue collar workers. They're bringing freight in from overseas on cargo planes. And yeah, I know about it because I work in the industry.
Correct.
Cargo planes, big planes. And like he said, 100 to sometimes. Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
100 to maybe 200-300 boxes, like you said, various weights. And you have to be strong physically and mentally. to get it done. So, yeah, he's telling the truth. He is telling the truth. And with a quote unquote short staff, it's rough. It is rough. And sometimes you just want to say, hey, you can kiss my butt. Or some people want to say the A word and not Adam or HHJ.
Yeah, I kind of told them. Yeah, you know what I did last week. I kind of told them to kiss my butt in a sense. I called out 2 days in a row just to get a mental break. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? You just said something. Speaking of calling out and talking about the treatment, right? Do you think that was needed, of course, for your mental stability, but to let them know, hey, I understand I can be replaced, but in that type of industry, you just can't replace an Adam, a guy dog. What's the other guy work with you? Kevin. You can't replace those guys, man. You can't replace those guys with experience, you know?
Nah, they're definitely irreplaceable.
And get it done.
Yeah, they're definitely irreplaceable. And the point I was trying to make, like you said, is yeah, you can do it without me, but you really can't do it without me because you're gonna struggle. Because I'm valuable. Okay. I'm valuable. Kevin is valuable. Okay. You have to see that, okay, I can't just tell these guys anything that's on my mind. I can't tell them, oh, I always have a backup plan. If someone wants to leave, go ahead and leave. I'll get someone in here the next second. You can't do that. You can't do that. So I wanted to show certain people that now this was just 2 days and I heard it was hell on earth. I called out 2 days. It was hell on earth. This is what I heard. Okay. I had my ears to the streets when I'm not there. So I hear everything. So I called out to prove my point. I proved my point. I am irreplaceable.
Yes, you are. You're not replaceable. You're not that easily replaceable, bro. At all.
No, sir.
What if you just playing devil's advocate?
Okay.
If you were quote unquote your supervisor, let's say you had a high level, how would you change I guess things or the culture or the way that things are ran around there?
Okay.
How would you make it better?
How to make it better? Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this: if you're a manager, you're a supervisor, any kind of leader, this is my number one rule. Don't try to rule with an iron fist. You have to have the respect of your employees, right or wrong. You have to have the respect. So, yes, I'm your boss, but I respect you as a man, as a woman. I respect you. So I'm not going to ask you to do something in an authoritative way to where you feel like crap. You get what I'm saying? My approach to being a leader or supervisor is if I need you to do something, I'm going to come at you. I'm going to say, hey, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you do such and such? It's like, oh, okay. It's like let's say it's psychological. I'm asking you to do me a favor to help me out in a respectful manner. You're going to be more willing to do it than me coming to you and say, hey, go do that. Go sweep up like this. It's like you're doing this. Like, get out of here, peon. Go do what I say, because I'm your boss. That's not how management should work anywhere, in my opinion. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. It's a respectful way to speak to people as human beings. But to get back what I was saying at the beginning, they don't look at us as human beings. We're machines. So they're gonna just talk to you any kind of way. You get what I'm saying? But my approach is to make stuff better, be more respectful. I'm your leader, but I'm gonna get out there with you. I'm gonna work with you. I'm gonna show you that I can move as well. I'm not gonna stand there and just watch you and micromanage. That's not what we're doing. I have a manager who does that. He micromanages. Okay. You don't come out to just watch people work. Get in there, do something. This is the cargo business. You can't sit back. You got to get in there. You got to get your hands dirty. That's how you get respect as well. Yep. Like if I see you, my manager, if I see you out there with me, especially if I need help, you see I'm struggling, jump in there, help me out. You get what I'm saying? Don't just stand back and look at your phone like, oh, I'm too high and mighty for this. No, you're not, bro. You're not. You got to get your behind in there with me. Get in the trenches, as they say. Yep. But long story short, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just gonna piggyback on that, and you'll gain a lot of respect when you jump out there and get with your people. You know, it's like going to war. When the general throw the first punch, everybody gonna be ready to go.
Facts. That's factuals.
Yeah. We've seen VPs jump out there.
Oh, definitely.
And get it in. Like it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Because in my opinion, don't mean to take over, I mean to break in, but it's just in my opinion, the job has to be done. The job has to be done. They have quotas. They have numbers they have to reach. It has to be done. I mean, it is what it is. It is what
Correct.
it is.
Now, you're right, bro.
Now, what about, and I'm just playing devil's advocate because you got me thinking, what about, because you said you have to be strong, you know, mentally, physically. What about those they're the people or the quote unquote employees that are not that strong? Do they cause you to, I guess, take up the slack? Or do you kind of lay back yourself because they're not that strong? They're not working as hard as you. Should you work harder to take up the slack? Or is it just something in you? Is it just the type of person people are, you know, in that industry? You know, you have some people, you have slackers. You have some people that go in there and get it. So would that affect the way you work with people who are slacking?
Well, I'm gonna say no, because I do my thing regardless. I'm gonna always do my thing. I've been working a long time, and I've worked the same way my whole life. I'll see you if you don't want to work. That's fine. I'm gonna do my job. When it's time to go, I'm out of there. That's just how I see it. I'm gonna do my job. I'm out of there. I'm not trying to worry about the next man, because that's on him. If he's a slacker, if he don't feel like working, which there are a couple people that like to slack, I'll just leave it like that. I'm gonna just laugh at you and be like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna just do my thing. That's how I've always been.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair, but it is what it is. It's the way of the world, like Earth, Wind, and Fire.
The way of the world. Classic song, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Quick question. Have you ever witnessed any favoritism, unfair promotions, anything like that? And if you have, how did you feel?
I will say
are you
this.
aligned with the power structure? Go ahead.
Okay, so I've been told by a very wise guy. I've been told several times that I'm aligned with the power structure. And it took me a second to realize what he meant. But I do know what he meant. Very wise guy. Very wise guy. So now, as far as unfair promotion, I have seen that before in this industry. I'll expound. There was a supervisor that was brought in from the outside, from somewhere else, to be a supervisor instead of the people that were at the job being able to jump to that promotion. The people were looked over. I'll put it like that. So the unfair part is, all right, we got all these people that have been here for a minute, but you're going to go on the outside and bring someone that we don't even know if they have the experience or not. True, they've been working somewhere else. Maybe they've been a supervisor at that spot, but everywhere is different. You can't just bring someone in somewhere and think they're going to just know everything. Everywhere is different, especially with cargo. The cargo business is different each spot, okay? Especially JAL cargo compared to worldwide flight services. That's another cargo industry spot. They're two different things. You can't go from WFS to Donata JAL cargo and think you're going to do the same thing there. So yes, I felt like that was fair, an unfair promotion to give someone else on the outside a supervisor title instead of giving it to someone on the inside.
What about favoritism?
Favoritism. I'm not gonna say I've seen that per se, because I think they just don't care about anybody really. Just to be honest, they don't care. They don't care. So to me, it's not really no favoritism. To me, I'm gonna say that.
Have you noticed any discrimination? Pretty much, is it a diverse set of people you work with?
Yeah, we have some diversity there. There's black, there's white, there's Hispanic, there's Arabic, African. It's diverse. Now I don't really want to go there, but it has to be said. I feel like there's always going to be funny looks towards black people. That's just how I see it. It's going to be funny looks. I think there are certain people that are, I'm gonna say, they're jealous of. Maybe they're intimidated by, because their intellect and their hustle and their grind is kind of at a top tier level as compared to them, and they can see it when they talk to them. So I'll just leave it at that.
Just to expound on that a little bit more, because you said intimidated. Intimidated physically, mentally. Why would, well, in my opinion, if and that's a huge if, I felt intimidated by someone, it's because of one or two things: intellect, or they might know somebody that I want to know, or they have something that I want to get. So me personally, I would want to get to know that person because, everybody have their agendas and everybody move how they think they should move. Now, you just said you have a wise guy that said, what was it? Align with the power structure.
Yep.
Sometimes the power structure can be manipulated in your favor.
Man,
just threw that out there.
That's a gem.
Just threw that out there.
That's a gem.
You just have to know. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Real quick. What you said about the intimidation. Okay. The guy I'm talking about, very wise guy, he picks up on what people say. He listens very closely to what people say. People that are supposed to be high level, people that are managers, people that are over everybody. So this wise guy, he picks up on things that people say, and he sees right through it. It's like a glass window. He can see right through you. It's like you're a ghost. Okay, so the thing with this guy and the manager, a particular manager, the manager is intimidated by this wise guy because this wise guy is not a dummy, and the manager is scared of the info that this guy has, the info that this guy knows. He knows the manager knows that he can't get over on the wise guy. So that intimidates the manager because he can't say what he wants to the wise guy. Okay? And a lot of people are scared of that. In every job. They're scared of that. And the wise guy is a black person. I'm just saying. The manager is a white guy. The wise guy is a black person. It just that brings me back to saying there is discrimination, I'm gonna say, in a sense. That's just what I see.
Right. Okay. Cool. Well, time to wrap this thing up. We've exhausted our questions and really all questions, and played a lot of devil's advocate. And you got anything else you want to add to it?
Nah, just I appreciate you having me on this platform to be able to speak for the blue collar guys. Thank you for your platform. This is a huge platform. First of all, a huge platform. It's blowing up very quickly. And anytime you need me to come on to discuss anything, let me know. I'll be on. I'm not going to charge you $1 million or nothing like that. I'm coming for free because this is what it's about.
Okay. Now I'm going to take you up on that one. I'm going to take you up on it.
Just let me know,
man. Sure.
Anytime, let me know.
Gotcha. Hey, man. This is the Intellectual Hustle. And I appreciate you coming on, AJJ. And I'll see you in a bit. Thanks for coming on.
Definitely. No problem.
Yes,
no problem, brother.
Thank you.